Okay, folks. Sorry, I'm a little tired right now. But anyways, it's finally time to get this out of the way. Because this is it. The last one. We are at the final episode of Season 3. Hallelujah. And of course, once I'm done with this, I'll have to get back to studying for midterms. I explained what was going on in the last review, so I'm sure you already know. But I want to get this out of the way so I can focus on more so I won't have to worry about it later. So, let's finally get to the Season 3 finale, Magical Mystery Cure. So the episode begins with music and the sunshine. Wow, 10 seconds in and we're already in the song. Why did I get the feeling this song is sort of reminiscent to Beauty and the Beast? Actually, no, wait, it's almost exactly like it. Yeah, the song itself is... nah. I mean, I've heard of this before, but it's just... And then about a minute in, we get into WTF territory.
What happened to your cutie mark?
As apparently, the Twilight Season rarity has Rainbow Dash's cutie mark. Even seeing some of the previews of this episode made me think, what the hell is going on?
Simply doing what I've done since the day it first appeared.
Huh?
Oh my God, fabulous.
Yeah.
Where is Rainbow Dash? Why isn't she handling this?
So then we find out that Rainbow Dash is...
Rarity doing your job. And what in Equestria is going on in...
So apparently we find out that Rainbow Dash has Fluttershy's cutie mark and barely has a handle on the animals. But then again, this is normally what happens to Fluttershy on a day-to-day basis, so I'm not surprised. Oh, for crying out loud. Another one! We're not even 5 minutes in, and there's already 2 songs. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's official. This song basically tells me that we are officially entering WTF territory of what's going on. And we also find out that Fluttershy is having Pinkie Pie's cutie mark and fails so miserably.
Salvador Dali in his most drunken nightmares couldn't have dreamt this up. Somebody actually wrote this? This isn't a fairy tale, it's a stoner's adventure doing Madlib.
Yeah, this is exactly what's going on right now. And apparently, Pinkie also has Applejack's cutie mark, AJ has Rarities, and I think you get what's going on. So, 4 minutes in, we finally find out what exactly is going on.
Bubble Bath, I got a special delivery from the princess.
What is it with the cruelty with male ponies anyway? And why is this even a flashback? Wouldn't this be much easier if he was moved earlier so we can understand what's happening? And then maybe do the first song?
Star Swirl the Bearded Secret Unfinished Masterpiece.
Okay, so apparently Celestia sent a book to Twilight about the last spell that Star Swirl the Bearded couldn't finish. And apparently this caused all of the elements of harmony to switch all the colored jewels around, which pretty much means the other members of the main 6 have different depths.
Nothing seemed to happen. But now I know something did happen. The spell has changed the elements of harmony. That must be why their cutie marks are all wrong. Or just cast a counter spell to switch them back. There is no counter spell. Why don't you just use that memory spell you used to fix every pony when Discord was here?
Yeah, that's not gonna work. It was only a memory spell, and that was basically when everybody was being, let's see, being deserters, grumps, thieves, liars, and basically not having a good time.
It's not their memory, Spike. It's their true selves that have been altered.
The core's cure for the cutie pox?
You really are an idiot, aren't you?
That won't work either.
It was for the cutie pox. It wouldn't make a damn difference.
Well, maybe it won't be so bad. Maybe our friends will grow to like their new lives.
Spike, you were there when the entire song was playing. I don't think anybody is liking their new destinies. And then we get... There's a big shot.
They're not who they are meant to be anymore. Their destinies are now changed.
And now we get ourselves, to the shock, another song. Okay, despite the song already showing what we already know what's happening, it's actually pretty damn depressing. Seriously, there's just so much misery coming out of the song that I swear it's just gonna make so much depressing. Seriously, the song may dictate what we already know, but it's pretty damn depressing.
You'll figure out a way to fix this. These are your friends.
So Spike eventually gets Twilight to cheer up, and she finally snaps out of her depression.
Maybe
That lasts like a minute.
more to me than anything.
My friends.
And then this happens.
Twilight? How are you?
What was it that I just played earlier? Yeah, that's right. What the fuck am I looking at?
I got it. I know what to do.
You do?
I may not be able to remind them of who they are, but I can show them what they mean to each other.
Alright, so eventually Twilight convinces Fluttershy to come back to her cottage where the animals try to eat Rainbow Dash.
Little redneck creatures.
And of course this eventually...
Here's some nice juicy leaves for you to munch.
And eventually this works and Twilight gets... Oh hey! Angel's not a dick anymore! And apparently the bear that even and got its neck snapped and lived. Okay. And then, here's a shock. We get another freaking song!
It worked! It worked! Oh, I'm so happy you're back to normal. Now we need your help. A true.
So yes, we officially get yet another freaking song. But it's actually a pretty good song. It pretty much shows like what happens when a true friend basically needs help.
Friend trapped inside, remember?
My only complaint with this song is that it sort of takes us the majority of getting all the friends back to their proper cutie marks. And admittingly, the animation here is really stunning. It's something that the show has never done before, and I really gotta give props to it. But again, the problem is the song pretty much fixes the entire problem, and it goes on for like 3 minutes.
What just happened? There's no time to explain.
Seriously, the song goes on for like 3 minutes, and it pretty much fixes the entire problem. Okay, so for the short version, Rarity helps Applejack fix up all the dresses. AJ helps Picky with the farm, and Picky manages to cheer everybody up. And then they finally finish up the spell.
Wait a second, that's it. I understand now. I know how there is.
And they all finish the spell together, and then... So as soon as they finish the spell together, then this is where animation gets stunning, while at the same time... Shit! When the hell did the Elements of Harmony be able to fire DBZ laser blast?
What happened?
That's what I want to know. No, we killed her and ate her lizards. Gotcha, didn't I? So, yes. So, apparently Twilight gets transported to this place.
Where am I? What is this place?
I have no idea. And then Celestia shows up.
Congratulations, Twilight. I knew you could do it.
Huh?
I don't understand. What did I do?
You did something today that's never been done before.
Well, then what is it?
Even a great unicorn like Star Swirl the Bearded was not able to do, because he did not understand friendship like you do.
So apparently this great and powerful wizard from the past does not understand friendship. Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
The lessons you've learned here in Ponyville have taught you well. You have proven that you're ready, Twilight.
Huh?
Ready? Ready for what?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. So apparently we basically get a clip show of all of Twilight's experience throughout the last 3 seasons, and hello, Celestia singing.
And I watched you from that very first day to see how you might grow, to see what you might do.
So yes, this is actually one of those instances where a clip show is actually pretty good. You know how people don't like clip shows? Well, this is basically a huge exception. Because it basically shows off of how much growth Twilight has gone through throughout all 3 seasons. And so much great that she becomes an Alicorn princess. Now, okay, so let me get something out of the way. I'm sure that back in my Storm of the Century review, around the time when this episode came out, I made a slight overreaction of how the Fiery Joker kind of predicted this in this Crystal Empire review. But after seeing the episode, I didn't really overreact as much as everybody else. I mean, I knew it was going to happen. Hell, in the previews, they actually blatantly say what happens, so it's not really much of a surprising twist to know what's going to happen. But, in actuality...
Twilight? Is that you?
So...
I've never seen anything like it. Twilight's got wings!
Yeah, I'm sure that the whole Princess Twilight thing was obviously just for Hasbro to sell out toys, but in terms of the show, it actually makes some sense when you think about it, because Twilight's knowledge and growth of friendship actually does make her seem to be suitable to be an Alicorn princess.
Awesome!
And then this is basically where the moral comes in.
Why, you've become an Alicorn. I didn't even know that was possible. Wow, you look just like a princess.
Yes, exactly. That was the line that was said in the previews, and we already knew it was going to happen, so it's not really much of a surprise twist if we already know what the twist is going to be. Hell, the Hub actually made an entire dedication with one of the U.S. princesses actually making an appearance. So again, it's not really much of a twist.
That's because she is a princess.
Huh? Hold on a second.
Oh, I love this part. Classic Pinky.
A princess?
Since you've come to Ponyville, you've displayed the charity, compassion, devotion, integrity, optimism, and of course, the leadership of a true princess.
But does this mean I won't be your student anymore?
Not in the same way as before.
And even though in the next season it pretty much shows that you're barely around, that's pretty much a big lie.
I'll still be here to help and guide you, but we're all your students now, too. You are an inspiration to us all, Twilight.
What do I do now? Is there a book about being a princess I should read?
No, there isn't, lady. And now this is where we basically get into the moral about destiny. Now, the entire first half of the episode pretty much shows of how much one's destiny is forced upon another, and if someone forces a certain destiny, they aren't going to like it. But in this half, Twilight becoming a princess, and she sort of takes it well, it kind of contradicts its own message, but then again, it's something that was actually proven, but again, it sort of contradicts itself. I know some people may disagree with me on that, but I'm not just going to go far saying that the moral of this episode is bullcrap, but it's just an episode it's an okay moral, but it's rather confusing, and again, it just contradicts itself. And then after getting yet another song, Princess Twilight again is given a whole, and then we get a reprise of True.
Twilight, I'm so proud of you.
Are you crying?
Of course not. It's liquid pride. It's totally different.
Way to go, princess! Best corny today ever! We love you, Twilight. I love you too, girl.
And then we get a reprise of True True Friend, and that's it. Actually, no, wait, I got that wrong. It's the reprise of the opening song, and that's the end. And given how that you are unable to learn how to fly, once Season 4 begins, it sort of makes no sense. And that was Magical Mystery Cure, and I don't know. A lot of people complain about this episode's pacing, and really, I don't really know what to say. So, what do I think about this episode? A lot of people sort of so, let me think. Well, the one thing I do like about this episode is the animation. There's a lot of things that this show has never done before that actually pulls off pretty much well in an episode. And the songs are relatively decent. While some of them really serve no purpose to the story, there are others that actually seem like legitimately good songs. And I don't really know what else to say that hasn't been said. I can agree about the whole pacing thing. Excuse me. Yeah, I can honestly agree with everybody else says about the pacing. Because, like, the first half of the episode is sort of ruined by the songs, and it sort of slows down what the issue basically is. And then the second half, it goes something completely different. So, it's almost like there's two separate stories, and they're over relatively shortly, and the conflicts are not really all there. And yes, obviously the Princess Twilight Sparkle was revealed in the previews was not really much of a twist, and it was only an excuse for Hasbro to sell toys. And the moral, well, I do think it's kind of good, and I know people are going to disagree with me on this, but the moral is kind of contradictory. I mean, I get what they're trying to go with about the moral, about destiny, and how one shouldn't be forced upon it, and eventually, after they do a long, long time of work, someone will have to understand what their true destiny is. I get it, but it's just that the episode kind of makes the moral, again, it just contradicts itself. So, as a whole, unlike everybody who flipped out over this episode with all its problems, it's a decent episode. For me, I give it a B. I mean, again, it's not a bad episode, but when you compare it to Best Night Ever and A Care-a-Lot Wedding in terms of season finales, Magical Mystery Cure is really disappointing because it just comes off as like a series finale than a season finale. Yeah. So, again, as a whole, I would give Magical Mystery Cure a B. It's not the worst episode, but it's really disappointing. But it's still a good episode nonetheless. And there you have it, folks. Season 3 is done. Okay, so that means I gotta get on top of midterms, and that means I won't be able to upload any videos for a while. And so I gotta get myself ready. So again, I'm FleetCan Gamer, and I will see you when my midterms are over, which is basically late January, early February. And I'll see you either on the next LP, if I can think of one, and of course, when Season 4 begins. See ya.